These questions have a 1 minute time limit. The second question is for Romina first, and it reads: what value does the CSA and the University of Guelph student population gain from being a member of the school to the Canadian Federation of Students? Is there a reason to believe it is ineffective, or should the CSA strengthen its ties with CFS, and how so?
Again, the fact that the Canadian Federation of Students was made by students, it's a platform to bring all of the campuses across Canada together. There are many issues that Guelph may not be facing right now, but that other campuses are facing and have been able to tackle. Having that connection with CFS, it can be as limited as we want, or it can be as broad as we want. I don't think I agree with everything that the CFS does. So obviously, and I don't think everything they do applies to our campus either, but I do think broadening our perspective, having those connections is really crucial, and I would never expect us to take away our ties completely. However, I would definitely assess what we're doing with them and why we're doing it and how it's benefiting students on this campus, and that will only be done once I gain further information from the students, which I plan to do heavily. Thanks.
Thank you. Curtis.
Thank you for the question. I believe the CFS is a valuable student organization, but it is not the only organization that we can be a part of. The CFS takes hundreds of thousands of dollars of student money to primarily fight rising tuition costs. Tuition has not gone down in the many years we've been a member of the CFS. The CFS readily admits on their website that their tuition fighting policies have failed in Ontario, and perhaps we need to take a new reassessment on what we're expecting from the CFS and expecting from student organizations. The CFS is a valuable organization. I believe that we have gained some things from it, but it's definitely overshadowed by the things that we have not gained from it, and which is their primary goal of joining the CFS, which is to help fight tuition costs. That has not happened, and that is not going to happen as long as we remain a member of the CFS and we don't demand more.
Thank you. The third question from the floor is for Curtis first. It reads: many aspects of the external commissioner portfolio involve the position going off campus, attending conferences, etc. Being out of the office so often, how will you ensure accountability and transparency in your actions?
There's a couple parts to that question. Yes, the external commissioner should involve a lot of relationships with external organizations and will require you to travel quite a bit. Actually, one of the things I was going to bring up was the fact that I believe that the external commissioner shouldn't have an office. I think the external commissioner should offer a space up to clubs and organizations on campus that should better utilize the office. I really believe that we have a very mobile community now, and I believe that all my actions should be transparent and readily available to students. I've toyed with the idea of a weekly blog. I've toyed with the idea of a monthly newsletter to the Ontarian. I want to keep students informed of all of the meetings I've had, of all the people I've talked to, and I want students to help join me with some of these things. I want to use some of the student expertise we have on campus to help bring these issues to larger organizations outside of campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Romina, good question.
I think the fact that the external commissioner has to go off campus is because of the kind of work that they do. However, at some point they are going to come back on campus, and so I think once they are on campus, having an office I think is a really crucial space. So I'm not going to vouch for not having an office, because that is a safe space for students to come and talk to you. It's really hard to find you somewhere else on campus. You have to have a centralized location. However, for those that have worked with me and know me, I have given out my cell phone number to like 1 million people. I've known to have huge bills. Wherever I am accessible through email, through anything and everything, any mode of communication. And I also believe in having meetings, probably even bi-weekly meetings if possible, because not a lot of students seem to come to our CSA board meetings. So any way and every way I can connect with students, I will be doing that.
Thank you, Momina. The last question is for you first. It reads: as has been stated, getting students engaged and passionate in the issue on campus is a major issue. How do you propose to do this in your role as CSA External Commissioner?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, please.
As has been stated, getting students engaged and passionate in the issues on campus is a major issue. How do you propose to do this in your role as CSA External Commissioner?
I think the fact that I'm graduating and I am still coming back to run for this position because I really believe in getting involved. In itself is an inspiration for many girls out there that are like me. Like I had mentioned before, there's a lack of connection between the CSA and the students. I am running because I believe that I can bridge the gap between those students that don't get connecting by being firstly personal inspiration to them. But I also feel that approaching them ourselves and taking a proactive approach to connect with them and not waiting for them to come to the second floor at some point in the year is really important. And the fact that I will be in my office full time and I'll be around campus is a way for me to reach out to students and connect with them, and I will find whatever way I can to get out there in your classrooms, outside of your classrooms, and connect with you guys and talk about the issues and request you to get involved. I know we're very busy people, but at some point we can give back to our community in one way or another.
Jeff, I need you to repeat the question. I didn't get it when you said it the second time.
For sure. As has been stated, getting students engaged and passionate in the issues on campus is a major issue. How do you propose to do this in your role as CSA External Commissioner?
I believe the role of the External Commissioner should be fluid. A CSA External Commissioner should not just be tied to the second floor of the UC. They should be visiting all these student organizations on campus. One of the largest organizations we have on campus is IHC. It represents over 5,000 students, but the CSA does not have a presence on those councils. I believe that the CSA External Commissioner should definitely be spending a lot of their time wandering the campus, talking to students on campus, talking to student organizations on campus. The CSA External Commissioner cannot sit in their office and expect people to come with them with problems and concerns. The CSA External Commissioner should have engaging and a diverse interest in the things that are going on campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We will now allow 2 minutes for closing statements. Curtis, you're first.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to talk to everybody. One of the things I've noticed throughout the years is generally, I guess you could define it as apathy among the student population. And I can understand why there's been a little bit of apathy among the student population concerning the CSA, because I think the CSA has not taken the opportunities they have had and the power they've used to inform students about their rights and inform students about the things that are happening on campus. It's not good enough to only receive one email from several executive commissioners in my email box throughout the year. That's simply not informing students. The CSA needs to take a greater role in informing students on just exactly what they are capable of and what they're capable of representing. I hope even through this whole election campaign is that even if people haven't decided to vote for me, they've decided to vote in the CSA elections. That would make me just as happy. It would make me definitely happier if people vote for me, of course, but it would definitely make me happy to know that more students are taking an interest in the CSA elections and definitely understanding the kind of power the CSA wields on campus and the kind of potential for good that the CSA can do on campus. Thank you very much.